Happy Monday. Welcome back, dear StreamYard. Let me tell you something. I didn't ask you to touch a damn thing in my studio, okay? When you make your new little updates, if I didn't ask you for them, don't give them to me, okay? I don't know where nothing is while I'm in here right now. I hope you're all having a good night. On your way in, please make sure that you share the live and you subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And before we get into the stories, or while we're getting into the stories, if you could hit that like button, that would be great so I could be pushed into the algorithm. Here we go. What did you guys do this weekend? I had a nice weekend. All of my flights were smooth. I only had one experience that I will discuss in a story because I do have video footage to go along with it. Dear Southwest, we almost made it. Anyway, before we get into the stories, let's go ahead and start with the opening and reading the disclaimer. Child, let me tell you, I went to Miami, and number one, I'm jet lagged as hell, and I am so tired. I don't know why I thought I could do this, but here we are, and it relaxes me. I almost made it the whole time without being attacked by the mosquitoes. So if you don't know, you are new here, I am very allergic to mosquito bites. They bit my hip, my whole legs are swollen. My God, on today, and they hurt. But I almost made it. They got me on the last damn day. Ain't that some shit? I'm trying to tell you. Make sure you speak on the way in too, because y'all know my least favorite thing is talking about my show with family because you see me talk about my show on my show. You think that was a ghost telling me to be nice? Probably was. Okay, let's get into the show. Let's start with the disclaimer. This show is for entertainment, commentary, and educational purposes only. All stories are alleged and submitted by anonymous individuals. We do not verify claims at all. Can you imagine if you're trying to verify a claim and then people tell you more than what you should know? Isn't that the reason I said I got out of HR? People will incriminate the shit out of themselves. Whew, it ain't working for me. Oh, you ever been sleepy so you just drop everything? All these things happen. Anyway, rest of the disclaimer. Viewer discretion is advised, especially because some of y'all are making decisions that require prayer, therapy, um, and some of y'all really need to get into your wisdom bag. And what I'm finding out, and I feel very sorry about, like no bullshit, is there are so many people that don't have wise counsel in their family, and you don't have it because the newest person to be pregnant, y'all at a baby shower for a 12-year-old. The grandma's 24, the great grandma 36, the great great grandma 48. Where'd the wisdom come in? So that is where you come together as a village, I guess. And that's when we're supposed to come in. But y'all so damn hard headed, child. Get somebody else to do it. But I do say, I understand now. I understand. So, did you guys miss me? I missed me. I did. Hi, sis. Hey, girl. Very true. Okay, let's see here. Hold on 1 second, please. Welcome into my home. Grab something to drink, take your vitamins, and don't let any of these stories be yours. So tonight we have, ready? Tonight we have a man asking how to get revenge on his baby mama. This is the second one. Remember we had one last week and he was asking how to get revenge on his wife. That one was his wife. But still, where's this revenge shit coming from? Like, we'll see. And he's guilty. He did some shit too. Let's see. A husband who opened up his marriage and accidentally invited family into the group chat. If you had an open marriage, would you tell your family? Are people proud of stuff like that? Like for real, we never see like when people say, "What is that poly?" I've never seen a poly Christmas card. I've never seen a poly family in church or nothing like that. But these are people that, say that these things are okay and whatnot. I never seen a poly funeral, poly wedding. I'm thinking these things are just excuses to have a lot of sex. Because, like, how is it really beneficial? Somebody knows, let me know. Because I don't believe that it is. And then we have a workplace scandal. I guess people still sleep their way up. And then people that wake up at 3:13 a.m. to cheat. Can you imagine somebody cheating and they like have requirements? You want to cheat at 3:13 a.m. So you get out of your bed with your partner to go cheat at 3:13 a.m. This is gonna be some shit. Watch. Here we go. Mm, mm, mm. I wouldn't do open marriage, no. Mm, mm. And I wouldn't tell. No, ma'am. That's a no for me. Okay, story number one. Let's see. The title is Community Peen, but you want revenge. Sir, please. I knew it. I knew it. He's guilty. Let's see. These are all short too. Let's see. Uh, hmm. I love women and I'm not the faithful type. My favorite women, I should say my favorite woman. Mm. So this is going to be an ebonic session. Okay, let me put on my other brain. Hold on, give me a minute. Okay, let's see. Let's see how good I do with reading this before I read it. Watch, I have not read the story, but I've just identified ebonics, so I'm going to have to turn it around. Watch, let's see. Y'all think I could do it? Let's go. I love women and I'm not the faithful type. My favorite woman is my baby mama, although we're not close because she tries to pin me down. Anyway, she got deployed. My parents are making me take care of our daughter while she's overseas. Sad face, like a real emoji sad face from a man. I did things I'm not proud of with women I don't like. Duh, we know y'all don't like the women you cheat with. To give my baby mama an epic going away party. I did things I'm not proud of with women I don't like to give my baby mama an epic going away party. I slept with crazy Sarah for some money. I slept with old Foxy to get the chicken wings and weed. And I did things with two other women for some gift cards. The mic just party was good and baby mama wasn't sad about leaving. Why? She wasn't deployed. Her scamming ass dropped my daughter off and took her ass to spring break. Her friends posted pictures of them stranded at the airport. How how do I pay her messy scamming ass back? She's still pretending to be at sea and won't come get our toddler. This ain't right. Help, I need advice. Baby, that's the story. That's the story, y'all. That's the real story. Y'all don't believe me, huh? I promise it is. So, to the people that I know that are here, see, I like to have people validate. I don't make that. I could never make that up. How would I make that up? Who would make that up? Who would make that up? I wonder did chicken wings have weed in them? Did y'all hear about that? The one place that had put weed in the chicken wings and everybody got. Okay, let's see. I had a child to the mic. I figured out the shit was way over here. Um, so here's my thing. Okay, you said you were being deployed to go to spring break. Vacation at most, like a stretch of a vacation, is a week. 2 weeks, like you're really stretching it. Most people want to come home. You're stretching it. You're caught or you're stuck at the airport. So is the real story that she don't want to be with him? Wait, she's not with him. They're not together because He loves her the most, but he don't want to be with her because she wants to pin him down. So does that mean that she's reverse unoing and pinning him down by giving him the daughter and going to live her life instead? Was this a reverse uno? This was a reverse uno, you guys. This is a reverse uno. Mhm. He doesn't like to be pinned down. So, what type of father could he be? He mentioned that, what did he say? His parents made him. So, scamming ass dropped off my daughter. Yes, he said, my parents are making me take care of our daughter while she's overseas. So, his parents is making him do this. So, she said, sir, let me translate what she said because I speak woman better than men because they don't have sense. She's saying, okay, we had a baby. We could have been a family and thugged this shit out together, did this shit together. And I'm your fave, so you probably treated right at all of the things. So she probably a little upset. Like I could have had the perfect family. Me and Dude get along. We like each other. I love my daughter. I love being a mom. She's in the service. All of the things are great. And then you tell me you don't want to be pinned down? Okay, well, neither do I. So you go ahead and take our daughter. I will see her when I can see her. And I'm going to go live my amazing military life and travel the world and do all of the things. And you can stay, since you want to sleep with Sarah for money, slept with Foxy for the chicken wings and the weed, and then two other women for the gift cards. Now, what she was going to do with gift cards being deployed overseas, I don't really know, but I don't know. We'll have to see what that's like. So, child, I don't know. So, we don't have advice for you, sir. The advice is you should have not payback is that payback is something else. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hello, welcome from Brazil. That is crazy. You don't get her back. His parents is letting him know to be the parent he's supposed to be. Dear, you can't get somebody back who didn't do anything to you. I am very married. I am very married. Um, you can't get somebody back for something that they didn't do. This man asking for advice on how to get back is like pure insanity to me. I don't understand. I don't get it. So we have advice for you, and the advice is okay. The advice is maybe you should. I know what we're gonna do. Yes, I'm taking vitamins because I need a water pill because my feet are swollen. And when I tell you the amount of immense pain that I am in. Thank you, Jesus. On my way back, I got a whole row to myself. Shout out to being a card holder. Um, oh, okay, so we're gonna tell you some of the things that women are told when they complain about the father of their children. So we're gonna tell you those type of things. Next time, choose a better partner. That's all I got for you. Isn't that what they tell women? When most women are in a relationship, see a future, don't get themselves pregnant, and then the guy doesn't want to be pinned down and he leaves and leads his life. She's there left and hurt because she thought she was going to have a family because not only she thought, she was told that the relationship was in that direction. She was being treated very relationship like, woman like, all of the things, best friend like, all of the things until she had a baby. And then he had to be pinned down, which, by the way, there are husbands that do this as well. And to be fair, there are wives that do this. There's a couple of men in my family that have their children. So it's majority. I'm not even gonna go there. This is the shit y'all tell us. So go listen to Kevin Samuels. All the shit that he said about us. Go listen to him. I don't know. And us, because I am every woman. No, I ain't pushing no baby out, but I've been a baby daddy a lot of times to my sister's kids and stuff, to my friends' kids. You want to know why? Because it take a village after you motherfuckers don't want to be pinned down. How some of the village been to more PTA meetings, more open houses, more games, and all of the such than actual dads? I'm going to say, can you please write me? I'm going to respond to this and I'm going to say, Dear sir, can you please inbox me your baby mama name? Because I would like to send her a spa day. Because I'm sure it took a lot for her to get to that point. I'm pretty sure she tried all of the things before she said, I need some time. Because she probably asked you for some time and she has to beg you to babysit and all of those things. So she decided to take matters into her own hands. And here's the thing, your mama probably know. They also say when you have a baby, period. So, sir, take your baby and be with your baby and be nice to your baby. She needs a father figure. All little girls need father figures in their life. So that's our advice for you. Okay, bye. That's it. Are you guilty? Sir, you're just slow. You're just slow. Was the chicken wings good? I'm hungry. I haven't ate today. Was the chicken wings good? That's important. hmm What's important is, did you have a good time, sir? Did you? Okay, if you had a good time, then let it go. You being too emotional, just let it go. It is what it is. Whatever. Next story. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, the next one is open marriage. Open marriage, but why is your cousin in it? I don't know, guys. Let's find out. Who told y'all boredom was a reason to destroy your whole bloodline? To be fair, okay, this is going to be one of the stories that I'm going to pick a race. And this is the reason why. This shit is normal with some races. So the fact that we're flabbergasted, like, oh, it must mean it's not normal where this person is from. Because they do it all the time. They got trailers out in the middle of nowhere. They want to live off the grid. And it's a whole family with teeth coming out of their nose, limbs coming out of their forehead, and all kind of shit. Because what is that? Inbred? Inbred. Yeah. Because they had incest. Y'all want me to clip it below? Pin it? That family? A lot of them are still alive. But when I tell you, like, the teeth they have are like black and stuff, and for me, it's really sad. So it's that's one of those things that you look at, and when you see how it impacted the children, that shit ain't funny because some of them they've been interviewed a couple of times, and when they talk, like you can't understand what they're saying. There's one family that's in the UK, and the couple are cousins, and they got married, and they keep having kids, and it's very, very sad. Like, let's just say, I think I watched this maybe a couple years ago, but the kids, let's just say the range is 17 to 4, right? At 4, you start to be able to understand things like that. It's like 5 or 6 of them, all 5 or 6 of them. One is deaf and blind, the other one is deaf, one can't talk, like stuff like that. So they're literally walking around the house like damn zombies. These people keep having kids together. Here is the punchline for that one. The poor 4-year-old is completely normal. So the whole house is all over the place and doing all of the things. And she just wants somebody to play with. It's a very small place. So they like stacked on top of each other. Like it's no room for her to even play. So the 4-year-old is the one who came out with nothing wrong, but she got siblings with nobody to play with. And it's something wrong with all of them, and they continue to have kids like it's not shit. I think that's very selfish because yeah, you're doing it because you're fine. The mom and dad, the cousins, they're fine, but they're first cousins. I'm a pin it. Madam, how do you know this stuff? Insomnia. When I go down rabbit holes. I love to learn that this stuff is still true. Here we go. A lot happening on earth that you don't know about. Okay. Houston is not a safe place for established marriages. Hmm. Okay. There's an undercurrent of freakiness that happens here, and no matter how you were raised, the urge to try something new will manifest. I demanded to my wife that we open our marriage to spice things up. I brought home a 25-year-old. My wife brought home my actual first cousin. Now he's in love with her. They're talking about moving in together, and he wants me to sign divorce papers so he can do right by her. I started this whole mess, and our family members already know that part. Oh my God. Can I hit can I hit rewind and get my wife back to myself, or am I stuck watching this nightmare play out? Help, I need advice. Um, what about the 25-year-old you brought home? Do y'all ever think it's gonna be a point um where okay, typically when a woman cheats, typically, right, is when she's at her wit end and she cheats with somebody that has what her spouse has plus some or better than her spouse, meaning we just weren't compatible. And since I fell out of love, I can see everything now, much clearly. Your rose colored glasses are gone, and they find somebody better for them. I won't say better because I don't think none of us are better than each other unless you're just a shitty ass person. But they typically invest. I guess that's why they say women cheat emotionally first because you build something with the person. You don't just jump out there for some shit that's not worth losing what you already have. But men, do you know how many stories is it of men that, unalive after? And we're gonna talk about that tomorrow. Actually, there's about the Shreveport one. I do have a follower that is also a friend and subscribe. And so I saw them post to keep their family in their prayers. So I'm gonna ask them with if do they mind if I talk about it because they may not. But it's in the news all the time. Should I ask first? I saw the story and then I saw that. Should I ask first? I don't know. But anyway, they, the over umbrella of it was that all that, they've been together, they have a lot of kids, but she wanted a divorce. And because she wanted a divorce, it's like one of those things if I can't have you, nobody can. Or what is wrong with men these days? I don't understand. Women are so unprotected and we're so unsafe. But men cheat more. So how do and this one didn't. I don't know that that's what happened. What I'm saying is you can't just separate from a man and it be normal. There's something. But men that cheat a lot, I don't understand why they then why don't you cheat with somebody that you like? If I lose my wife, I'll be just fine. Is it because y'all don't cheat emotional? You just cheat to fuck. But you brought a 25-year-old in the house. Where'd you find her? How did you bring her so quickly? How did you demand that you open your marriage? And so she opened it right on up for you. It's real open. You could do whatever you want and fly like a bird. Go ahead. I don't understand. What's the problem? Am I the only? Oh, the cousin and her was already messing around. Or, oh, and yes, women are not safe from it. They were already messing around. I wonder what the time difference between his demanding that they open a marriage and this was. Because perhaps, mhm, either way, it was his demand. She said no, and he demanded it. Do I think they was already messing around? Mm. Is it a possibility these days? Because before he asked for open marriage, um, he probably was already cheating and already doing all of the things and telling the cousin about it. And the cousin was probably like, "That's a woman I would love to have." So if the opportunity became available, I'm gonna go for her. Or he became the shoulder that she could cry on, so he knew exactly when to make his move. And to me, that's still cheating. Even if you didn't physically sleep together yet, the fact that you have somebody queued up and ready to go, they were both cheating. I don't know. Well, what's our advice? Our advice is number one, you're guilty, like beyond guilty. Like, what was your question? Can I hit rewind No. And get my wife back to myself. That's a possibility. Or am I stuck watching this nightmare play out? I will say, I will say from the women that I have talked to and the different conversations that have been had about these things, I've heard women say, I want a divorce. And then, as we're talking and stuff, they don't really want a divorce, if that makes sense. They're at the point where too much has happened, or they don't feel like they can fix it, or they feel like they're not being listened to. They don't feel like they have a choice for anything else but a divorce because it hurts too much. But like in the the deepest part of their core, in the deepest part of their core, there is a prayer still there that's saying, oh, I hope, things can work out and we can be back together. And I hope that it works out. I hope that he fights for me. So that might be an option. I don't know. Only you can answer that question, sir, because that's your cousin. Sometimes it's too late to fight. Is your cousin fine as hell? Your cousin make a lot of money? Your cousin do everything that you don't do? I don't know. What are you up against? Because if you up against some real good shit, I would say you literally just ask her. Because I don't understand why people don't talk. And you got married. You could sit there and have your face all in her hoo ha. She could have her face, but you can't ask questions and have real conversations. I just don't understand that part. But that's just me. I think you should just ask her. You should, and you should respect her answer because based on your demands, this happened. So clearly, you did it. So if she says, no, I would like for you to leave me alone. I don't want you to try. I've been through enough. Whatever the thing is that she says, I think you should respect that. I really think that you should and leave her alone if you pushed her too far. For me, pushing me too far, bringing a woman in, ask her. Ask her, does she want to go to marriage counsel? What you asking us for? You demanded and told her all of that other shit, and I'm pretty sure it was a lot before that. So ask her. Ask her if she wants to go to marriage counseling. Ask her if she wants to fix it. That's all you could do. And if she says no, then the answer is just no. If she says give me a minute, the answer is give me a minute. But it's time for you, it sounds like, to listen to what she wants and do what she wants for a change. And if you man enough to handle it, and yes, I will say man enough because the women get put through a lot of shit and we handle it like champs because y'all do stupid shit. If she literally says, I just want a break to see if there's anything else out there for me and anything else I want to do, and she want a 90-day or whatever it is, however she says she wants it, if you man enough to stick by your vows and remember, for better or for worse, I'm pretty sure you've told her that, then wait for her. I think you should. I think you should see what she wants. I think you should. Because your demands, sir, have returned very void for you. Where's the 25-year-old? Not so sexy anymore? Can't do nothing for you? Living her 25-year-old life? No advice, sir. The advice is to listen to what your wife says. That's what you can do. Because that's your cousin, not her cousin. That's not incest at all. Probably ain't even your real cousin. You probably just want to be your cousin now so you can sound like you a real victim. Go to hell. Next story, story number 3. And then we have one more and we are out for the night. And child, please let me sleep well. Amen. Mm. And y'all, these braids is heavy too. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, let me see. Let me make sure I read the comments. Okay, there is no rewind. Absolutely not. Why would she choose the cousin if she wasn't attracted in some way already? That was my question. I asked, is he fine as hell? Shit. She could just be attracted to him being a good man. You know what? Our attraction that we see is different. It really is. It really, really is. My cousin can't stand my husband and the way he looks. She doesn't like it. But to be fair, I also don't like the men she picks. We like different men. But I think he's handsome. But that should be how it is. I mean, it is her cousin. But everybody has different likes and dislikes. And I also remember that there was a time, now we're getting old and shit, but there was a time where I would be like, I would just stare at him. I don't anymore. Next story. Let's see here. Next story. Promotion by performance. What kind of performance, you wonder? HR would pass out. Did I ever tell y'all this time where I had a when I worked at one of the companies and I had a driver that was out and he had a prostitute in the car. He forgot we had cameras and he brought her back to the base. I don't do HR for 24-hour companies anymore because most of the shit happens when we should be asleep. That was an interesting call. Or the time that one of my bosses at a place was cheating with our big boss's mistress and went and moved her out of their shared place on Super Bowl weekend and scheduled me to come in so that I could, what is that called? Where you make it look like nothing is happening? Be the cover. Still your boss's mistress of 22 years. Let's see what this story has. Okay. I'm the manager of a team of 4 employees. One of the girls, Erin, is really performative. She she races to her desk at 8 a.m. so the boss will see her working, even though her shift starts at 8:30. The boss has noticed her hustle and has given her assignments to do behind my back. I told her to report what she's working on, but the boss says she doesn't have to. Your boss is telling your employee. Okay. I feel like I'm getting squeezed out. Anyway, we had a big presentation for a new client, so I came to work on a Sunday to get the meeting room ready. I walked in, don't ever go in on those kind of days. So I'm going to tell you. I walked in the office and caught our manager bent over while Erin was behind him. With her face buried between his. The girl was behind him with her face buried between his. It was tiny, empty liquor bottles on the table. When I walked in, they didn't stop. Why stop? You already caught us. So I took video of them as I backed out the room and left. Oh my God, we didn't get the new account, so the boss made staff cuts. He fired Dolores, the hardest worker, and Rocky, the IT guy. He announced Aaron was going to be in management, and he told me I had 2 weeks to train her. I knew I was about to get fired. I need this job. I showed the boss my video and told him I'm not getting fired and I want better pay. Him, that video don't mean shit to me. If you can do that, if you can do that better than her, we can discuss your options. If not, prepare to be downsized. You need advice on what to do. Um, oh, here's this. Oh shit.
Hey, Biscuit, what the fudgesicle? What? 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 Who's over
Okay,
here like,
let me catch up on the comments, y'all. Hold on. Welcome in, Des. Let me catch up on the comments because I was truly mesmerized. I was not even seeing any of my other screens. I am so sorry. Okay, let
oh,
me
wow.
let me go. Okay. Oh my God. Use as an alibi. I know you fucking lying. Oh my God, what the hell? Right? Why stop already? They apparently did not just stop. They didn't even see him. Damn, what the fuck? Show the tape. Right? You would think that would be normal. Um, report that as and use reverse psychology. So here's the thing. Let me tell y'all. Okay, so the part that you guys might not be used to. Listen, let me tell you. Fuck, you're
Baby
fucked.
said I'm the head HINC.
I'm trying to. So this is the thing. Oh, there are some bosses that don't care, and there is so much red tape in certain companies that it's gonna take a lot more than that video. Because this person must be the owner of this company,
Gotta be.
and he's in there doing this on his off day, and he doesn't give a fuck. Because if I can show, okay, let's say if I want to fire my employees or I need to downsize or lay off because I didn't get a client, number one, not getting a client, that was you that's sending in a complaint. I'm talking to you. You not getting that client is based on your performance. That has nothing to do with them fucking. That's separate. You don't
Period.
pull in clients, you can lose your job if you work in sales. Everybody knows that. Certain positions, manager and up, sales positions, you're only as good as that same exact month you perform. It resets every single month. So they could be walking around the office singing all of the praises the first month. And guess what? As soon as you're done with that, the next day you better go get another one because the money is coming in based off of your performance. That if he has a valid reason to lay people off in their roles because that client wasn't received, that has nothing to do with Aaron sleeping with. It just doesn't, unfortunately, because the money's not there. Um, Sexual harassment. Um, if it's any clause in there that says you shouldn't have been there on that day, um, and that's his building as the employer, you shouldn't have been in there. And then you tried to blackmail him, and he don't care.
It's the blackmail for me. And that man told you to go to hell. I'm so weak. Oh, Jesus.
Your best bet, my unofficial, official, non-paid, don't forget the disclaimer, is if you can prove that he said, if you can do that better than her, we can discuss your options. That's your golden ticket. But why would you want to still work there?
That's your only ticket. And after that, I would not want to work there. Oh my God. That man had me weak. Baby, that's the boss of the gods. Do you hear me? That shit did it for me. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't have any advice for you. Quit. Find a new job fast. That's
Be
the
the owner. It has to be the owner. It has to be. And that's the thing, y'all. You have to be careful. So, like, if y'all only, okay.
You gotta be the owner. That shit was priceless.
I said I was gonna start my HR series because if blackmail worked the way that you see it on TV, right? You see it on TV and you think it works that way. That's not how it works. The person has to give a fuck that you're gonna tell and not be most. It's a whole different space when you are in. It's called the good old white boys club. That's exactly what it's called. They
Yep.
protect each other in such a way that they can reverse Uno some shit and make it look like you did way more than what they did. So you trying to blackmail them, they'll turn around and have go get all of their people to do some shit against you and make it look like you the one. You gotta have your shit so solid when you say it that you don't give a fuck. You ready to risk it all and you going all the way. Because they have such it's a cult. Don't forget them
Period.
heads and shit like that shit ain't fake. That shit is real. How many police officers and people in the military have you heard of taking their own life because so much shit kept happening to them and they couldn't find a way out of it and they really didn't do anything, but they knew something. The first two layoffs that I ever had was because I knew too much. And I'm the type of person that don't say anything. But here's the thing, when you're in that space and they invite you in, they expect you to do a little bit of what they're doing. And if you don't, you're a risk.
You're a problem.
I didn't know that. I became a risk to them. Not that I would have done. the things, but there are things that I would have done that made it look like X, Y, and Z was happening, and I would have been protecting myself on the back end, right? Because I know how to do that. I've been trained by them. I've been with them since, by then, the good old white boys club that I'm talking about. I've been with them since I started my career in the professional management field at 25. That's young to be HR and over that type of um, staff. It is very hard, and I don't contribute that any way at all to my degrees. I contributed all to being raised in the hood and being raised with family that was open and me seeing so much and being exposed to a lot. So I knew how to navigate it. But there's a lot of
Mhm.
times I've kept my mom on speed dial. I kept my uncles on speed dial. I kept Bessie and Sonny on speed dial because they were before me in that corporate space. That space is no fucking joke, y'all. It's not. It's not. And so I think you pulled the trigger too fast because yes, my sis said it well. Let me go back to what she said. Because you guys got to start moving smarter and not jumping the gun. She said the first part, report that as yes, after you use reverse psychology. First, you got to do things like, and this is my unofficial official HR, do things like hint at you knowing. See if it moves them. If it don't, you know that ain't the way to go. You got to go harder. You have to know your opponent. People need to start listening more than they talk and observe. Because if that's not the thing that's going to fuck them up, well, is it if I show this video at your kid's school? Is it if I take this into your church? Is it if I place it on social media? How am I going to use this
No,
tomorrow?
that's real.
You have to pay attention and realize what will hurt that person. Because if it's between you and somebody else, fight or flight, you should fight. You should. But in this case, I would look for another job. I would.
Period.
I would work as long as I could. Yeah, I don't need more pay because I need to get the fuck out of here. I only need to work here long enough until I get another job, and you bet not block my next job or anything like that. Let me go peacefully. Keep me until then, but it ain't gonna be 2 weeks, and I'm not training her nothing. And if you do train, see, the first time I got laid off, I needed to prove a point, and so I came into the office because you're gonna do it to my face, and I put post-its on everything. And when the manager came into my office and got me, he was like, he looked around. So they go and they tell me all the stuff. Now, mind you, they giving me the layoff package, and what I did in my first job was fly around and do layoffs. I wrote the package. I know what it says. Why are you telling me this? You sound stupid. So anyway, we go back to my office and I'm talking regular. And I was like, yeah, those files are over there. I marked that over there. I know y'all don't know how to do that. I marked it over there. And he just looked at me. He said, how did you know? I said, because a snake is going to always be a snake, and snakes start to act weird when they're in a compromising position. And I walked.
Ooh, wee, I love that.
Second time, something happened with my computer, and it was all this training stuff on there. I don't know how it happened, but the things they said I didn't create and they took credit for, they disappeared. I don't know how they did
Mm,
the second time.
play with the right one.
Mhm. Pay attention. Protect yourself. Don't ever shoot your heart. Is always hold your cards. You don't ever just throw your hand out there. You move too fast.
Which is why I don't really know how to help him because you did everything too fast. You did it too fast. There's nothing to help you with. You lost all your ammunition, especially when he told you he didn't give a fuck.
No, he didn't say I don't give. He said if you can do it better, we can discuss your options.
Mm, that's even worse.
That's sexy Harry. That's sexual harassment.
Correct. At its biggest form. Get out.
You
He
literally
gotta
told
be the owner. He gotta be the owner.
is that not our sister? No, corporate America ain't no joke. It is no joke, like at all. Mm.
Wow.
When you're around them laughing and him, but something goes down and you don't. That's it. Mm. And y'all know my resting bitch face. It's just I have a very poker face, but I learned that poker face to stay out of people's business. I don't want to be in your business. I don't want to know.
I don't want to know your business. Get the
I
hell out
don't
of
want.
here.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. And then after, like when you at like just say you at a conference or whatever, when you with the heavy hitters, girl, they damn. bar bill used to be $1,000 and stuff. I will even go to my room. First, I'm not drinking with y'all like that. Second, we at work. One night I get a call that the damn HR director, my boss for the Eastern Division, was on the top dancing like Coyote Ugly and fell off and broke her leg
Mm,
on a business trip.
mm,
She got workers' comp for that.
mm.
You're on a business trip. The better question is, why did y'all let her be up there like that? Do you think it?
Okay, because that's where I was in my mind.
Oh, nothing happened to her at all. Mm-mm.
Oh,
Or the one that they called and said that the secretary had to help the boss to his room because they was in
mm,
the hot tub naked. So we had to fly him back immediately.
hmm, my lord.
Mhm.
The things we can get away with.
No, they can get away with.
I meant that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's right. Listen more. You gotta listen and be listening for the stuff that matters. See that gossip shit? That don't matter. If you want the stuff you can catch and doing so, I always I just travel, so I took it with me. But I always keep a notepad because that's your diary. And you want to
Mm-hmm.
write things like, oh, this $1,000 bar bill came in, but we about to lay somebody off, but you went to a bar? That's what y'all.
Hmm.
Or such and such wife called and said he's at the golf club. Is that what this charges were on this card? But we about to lay somebody off? Are we cutting hours? Those are the things that you build up. Mhm. You build them up. You don't say anything. You just have fun. Mhm. That's what you do. Look for another job immediately. Yes, I'll stay here and I'll train her. Now, what you will pay me for that though? You're gonna pay me, and I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
keep my mouth shut. And for here's your that's your bargaining piece also. If you just let go of the people that know how to do the job, and I can bet you that numbnuts don't know the job, and you the one that know the job, that's your bargaining piece right there. Do you want your business to go under or not? Do you want me to train them?
Period.
Because if you want me to train them, no problem. I'm gonna need 90 days. I'm gonna create a 90-day training plan. That'll give you 90 days to find another job. And if you get laid off, you're supposed to get severance. But that's where you swindle it in. Oh, she's having a hard time learning. It's gonna take a little bit longer. That's how you do it. Since you don't mind
Every time.
paying, right? That's something.
Every time.
Uh-huh. Sis, I'm telling
It's awful. That is awful. That is funny as fuck though. Like unfortunately I couldn't take it serious enough to give you no damn advice because what the fuck?
you. Sales is
You
the
ain't watched enough TV to know that they build up a case against people before they throw their shit out there. Were you fucking idiot?
you see
The
one
fuck?
thing and you just walk in the next day. Hey, I saw you sleeping with such and such after hours on a Sunday. Nobody else is around. It's not. And here's the other thing: it's not your direct report. You don't even know what the girl is working on. So you don't even know if that shit is under your name or padded to where it looks a certain way. And that
Hmm.
person doesn't even report to you didn't even look up nothing yet. Is that a direct report? Because if that's somebody from somewhere else, they can do whatever they want to do actually. Love you too.
Hmm.
Hey sis. Mm-mm. She can tell you. She can tell you. One of the worst things that I ever had was the boss in that department was the boss taking the young people out and having them drink and inviting them back to his house for pool parties
Mm-mm.
with his Asian wife who didn't speak English through mail order bride. And
Mm-mm.
then the girl got braces on the company because he made her full time so she can get medical, and then reduced her back to part time. And so we ended up paying for the braces, and we was paying for their sake shots at lunch.
Oh no. Oh wow. That's a bit much.
That was one person. I
I
can't make
feel it. The fuck. I was you know what? That's why I can't do HR. I ain't shit. I can't do it. I can't do it. That takes too much stress from
it. Was
my
the lead.
mental.
She was one of the only people that was not involved.
Hmm. Damn shame.
It was bad. See, liquor. I didn't know that part. Yes, I did. You don't post it tell. Now that's been 20 years, so we good. We good now. Yeah, that shit cracked. That shit cracked. It went down. It went down. It went down. And then they had
I'm
the nerve to have
hollering.
me escort him out. I'm
I'm
5'4".
hollering.
I'm like barely 5'4" at this time. I think I was 27 or 28. And he was six. He was tall. A man. They had me escort him out and me tell him HR
Wow.
needs to be present. They had me deliver it and me walk him out.
Wow.
Through the grace of God, Thug Passion was in the car that day. I didn't drive to work that day. He picked me up because I was like, this is not real. That's one job I didn't want to do with HR. I had no idea HR was like that on a corporate level. I just thought I was going right. I thought I was just going to hire, fire, train people. You know that mentality that you don't know. You think that kind of like okay, when we watch Different World, and you thought if I go to college, I get good grades, I'm gonna meet the man of my dreams, I'm gonna fall in love, I'm gonna get a nice job, if I do what I'm supposed to do, life will fall into place. I'm from that era, so I fought really hard to make good decisions and do the things that I'm supposed to do. And I thought that's the way it works. So I'm thinking, yeah, baby, you had no idea that I was on anxiety medication. Um, you think that so when I thought that I was getting into HR, the thing that I thought was when I was getting my jobs, not one job that I went for, and I started with big companies like Chase in good positions. And I mean, this was at 21, 22. I never saw a black person in HR. Never. So I was like, maybe this is why when interview questions are given or resumes are looked at, you don't see the fruit, you don't see the fruit on the trees. That's why when you're interviewing me, you're saying things like, oh, you speak well. The backhanded compliments that they thought were compliments, but they weren't. It let me know their temperament and where they really were in life. So me
Mm-hmm.
oh, I'm going to save the day, right? I'm going to be the one that goes in and I'm going to teach them how to treat us and teach them when they see old girl come in and she just, had a really bad argument with her dude in the parking lot. Don't talk to her as soon as she walk in the door and then be talking about she got an attitude. Let the girl come in, get to her desk, woosah, log in and start working. Don't meet her at the door with shit because that's
Right.
antagonizing almost, right?
Right.
I'm thinking I'm going to be that person. It didn't work that way. It did for some people, but when I tell you they had no idea the battles I was fighting behind closed doors, especially being the youngest, being educated, and being from the hood, because I made that no secret that I had like a balance and I appreciated my balance. I talked about it when I would interview so that they would know no, that space has very smart people. It's very good people. That has nothing to do with it. Anyway, it did not work in my favor because, like I said, I didn't make bad choices because I thought we were supposed to be the ones that led by example, fought for people. You do what's right for the company, meaning if the employee needs to be protected because it's best for the company so you don't get sued, you do that. If the manager is doing their job, you go for the manager because the company is it was everything but the child. It's hard. It's hard. Thank you. Thank you. It was very hard. So you need to take a step back. What's our final advice, guys?
Shut the fuck up and go find you a new goddamn job and shut the fuck up and do your job until you can, motherfucker. And don't get fired before you find a new job. Shut the fuck up and really tread lightly because now you done showed this motherfucker your hand and you need not do that again. So that is my advice to you is to shut the fuck up and find a job that you like.
That's my only advice. I remember getting called into the office and I thought something was wrong. She was like, "You have a lot of PTO." Yes, I also did accounting. So y'all, they used the shit out of me at that job, but I was grateful at that time because it allowed me to get so much of my experience. So I was only supposed to be doing HR. Well, because we grew, I ended up having the dispatch team, the call center, the technicians. We went 24 hours and I did HR, payroll, accounts receivable, accounts payable. All of that was me. And I mean all of HR, death, claims, unemployment, disability, ergonomics. I did all of it. Employee law, I did the whole thing. Um, and that was one of them. Like that's a cost. Do y'all know you're not supposed to have so many hours because that's the cost? Hmm. Yes, it's definitely time to find another job, but you need to play it smart because you can milk this situation, but you're gonna have to do it by showing value. And the value is you need me to train this other person. And while you're there, it sounds like he may not know how to stop flirting. So if he doesn't start documenting those things, and please don't get those stupid glasses and try to start recording stuff. But you can, if the law permits in your state, maybe you might want to put a little camera in there. If you got an office, you might want to put it in there for your safety.
Period.
Ooh. Note to everybody: don't play your biggest card. Don't play your biggest card thinking you're a giant when you don't understand it. For people like that, sometimes it's fun. They don't give a fuck. They probably fought and settled all kind of sexy, hairy cases. Next, they don't care. They don't care at all. Last story. 3:13 a.m. and he's in your car with another woman. The devil is busy. When your intuition wakes you up, do you listen or go back to sleep? Child, ain't no going back to sleep. Woman's intuition is like a fly in a net. It won't go away. Here we go. No matter what goes on during the day, I wake up at 3:13 a.m. I fall asleep. Hours later, something frightens me. My eyes snap open and it's exactly 3:13 a.m. My grandmother told me it's lottery numbers and I should play it. 313 is not enough for lotto. 3.
I'm so weak.
My, my fiance Jason, unless you play a 3, it's no lotto with 3 numbers, right? Because you couldn't
Is
even
it?
use the 3, the 1, and the 3 because you can't double with the 3. No. Okay. My fiance Jason told me I needed medicine to help me sleep. I don't have health insurance to get a prescription, so Jason got me edibles and relaxation tea to knock me out. It worked well until one night it didn't. On that night, I didn't eat the edible, but I drank the tea. I fell asleep with Jason beside me. Boom, 3:13 a.m. I woke up to muffled hip hop music. I followed the sound to the alley behind our apartment. I took out I look out the window where I see Jason laid back in the driver's seat of my car while a woman was furiously giving him head. I shouted his name out the window and he sped off.
I'm hollering.
He sped off. Jason didn't return that night, so I reported my car stolen. The next day, I took an Uber to visit his mom at the halfway house. I bought her flowers and edibles. His mom went crazy after the edibles and she sexually assaulted several of the men in the home and was evicted. Jason called and said he wanted to return my car and he needed a place for his mom to stay while he tried to get her back into the program. Should I let her stay or not? I miss Jason
Mhm.
and maybe kept his, oh my God, maybe keeping his addict mom will make us closer. Did you crazy? She's a she's an addict and you gave that to her? Wait a minute. Wait a minute, y'all. Is that what I just read? Jason didn't return that night. Next day, I took a Uber to visit his mom at the halfway house. I bought her flowers and edibles. His mom went crazy after the edibles and sexually assaulted several of the men. Should I let her stay or not? I miss Jason and maybe keeping his addict mom will make us closer. Are you the asshole?
Mm.
You go first.
Yeah, not much, but just a lot. But not much, but a lot. I don't really know. I don't have nothing to say yet. Give me a second. Go, you start. I'm right here though.
Y'all, that's not funny. The mother in law is in a halfway house. That means she was somewhere like in prison or jail or something
Right.
like that. And then she's going there. And you know she's an addict and you gave her something. You better hope this man don't run you over with your own car. Because if that was my mama, I don't play about my mama. That part is not cool, like at all. You gave her something and she's in a halfway house. So you're the reason why she did all of those things too. You deserve whatever comes your way. Because
I mean, whatever.
that's far worse than the cheating for me. You went for his mom? Are you cool?
But why you do that though?
That's very evil. What if she relapsed? Well, we don't even know what her substance of choice is. What if she relapses on whatever substance that she's on? And weed alone made her do all of that? That means it must have been something strong, right?
You had more than weed in there, girl, and you lying.
I
You
don't have
lying.
because you did her wrong and you're going to let him back anyway. Yes, you're the bus. Yes, so yes, you're the asshole. Yes, you should let the mom stay. Because you're going to let him back in anyway. And I don't really think you're doing any favors to the mom right now. See, I don't want you to walk away. See, what you just did is way worse than what he just did. So I can't even focus on what he did because I would I would be locked up behind my mother. So, and she was innocent in this and she has something very very wrong, that she was in a halfway house, so she was on the road to recovery and you could easily make her relapse. So I don't want you to think that if you let her live with you that you're a good person. You actually owe her that and more. You actually, since you actually should go into the halfway house and tell them that somebody slipped her something so that they would know that's not her fault and they could get her whatever treatment she's going to need. I think you should actually tell the truth so they could know how to help her, because that's a medical thing and psychological. Isn't drug psychological?
Yep. I can't believe you would do that.
I can't believe you did that. Yeah, it's a no for me. I don't like you. I don't like you at all.
Yeah,
Exactly.
like you were, like I said, you the asshole, baby. I don't. I mean, like, what was your purpose of doing that? Like, what the fuck was going on in your brain that you thought that was an okay thing to do?
So not you went and tried to find your car and beat the hell out of him and the girl. Um, not so you technically didn't do anything to him, and he has called back and said that he wants to bring you back your car and he needs somewhere for his mama to stay. So he just gets no consequences, and you just did that to his mama.
Well, I guess that was his consequences, fucking with his mom. Cause baby, people weird.
Okay, that's what I was. I'm like, ain't nobody gonna say she should go to jail. She needs to go repent. She needs to repent real quick because, ma'am, oh, I'm sorry. Exactly. She was in prison for a minute, and you think about bringing her into your house after you gave her something and caused her to essay me. Right. Like you essay 3 men to the point where they got to put you out. That means that it made you stronger, which I don't understand. Either
Mm.
way, you're so wrong. You're so wrong. You just set that woman back. You're so wrong. You're so wrong. Should you let her stay with you? You owe her that. You owe her that. in real life. Girl, oh no. You definitely need to repent because I don't, she gave her edibles. Right. So you overdosed her because
Mm-hmm.
what did she say? I gave her, hold on. I bought her flowers and edibles. His mom went crazy after the edibles and actually her ass. You reported the car stolen. I don't have nothing to say to you, girl. Yeah, you need to take care of the mom because where she's gonna go. Don't she? Do y'all live together? I think yeah, it's your fiance. Y'all live together. So yeah, I think you should let her live with you because you caused the damage, and that's gonna be your mother-in-law because you're still gonna marry her son. So yeah, you should, and you should repent and be really, really nice to her because you just probably set her back, and she has no idea why this just happened to her. She don't even know why she acted like that. She was probably doing just fine, and you went and messed her up, and then you have the nerve to stop and give flowers. Mm,
That part.
devil
Crazy
is
work. You
mm,
is just the devil.
mm, mm,
And you
mm.
know, karma is a bitch, and you should really be mindful of that in the midst of the bullshit you doing.
Oh yeah, I heard of that. There was a child in the hospital last week because a friend gave him edible Skittles. Yes, and before they could even calm him down, something he was sitting in the bed, rocking back and forth, and they couldn't figure out what to do. I saw that one, and the mother was asking for, girl, you need to be repenting. You need to be repenting, and mm-mm. Y'all got bruises everywhere from them damn bikes. The
From
four
what?
the four wheelers. We did glow in the dark. What's that called? Where you ride the bike things? I don't know what it's called. Right?
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
So the handle, you know, when you like bounce it, I kept,
Mm-hmm.
and then my legs too.
Oh,
Shit,
baby.
I told you I got to it. See, I don't have to make nothing up about my life. It's very interesting on its own, girlfriend.
I know,
So
right?
our advice for you, you little dealer, you
Mm-mm.
better hope they don't
Mm-mm.
figure it out that you the one who walked in there. You better hope she don't figure it out. That I felt fine until I ate such and such. I hope she figure it out and whoop your ass. That's what I hope happens.
This the little dealer for me. You so
She
funny.
is, you little dealer.
You little dealer. Yeah.
Yeah, you took that into that facility and gave that to that woman. You a little dealer. We don't have no advice for you. Like they already said, you're gonna stay with him anyway. So do your due diligence because it's not like you can't even give yourself credit like, oh, I'm stepping up because it's gonna be my family one day, blah blah blah. No, you stepping up because you did it. So you don't get no brownie points for that hoe. Like you did it. Mm-mm. Nothing stays a secret forever. It can't because what if they rug test her?
Anything.
I'm
I don't
surprised
know
they
why
did
people
it right
keep thinking they can do shit in the dark and it don't come to the light, baby. If
away. Right.
guilt don't kill you, information will.
I don't understand.
But it's usually guilt. Motherfuckers forever telling on their damn self. Stupid asses.
And
Stop
with
doing
stuff
shit.
like that happened, I'm surprised they didn't give her a test right away to see if they gave her too much medicine or if it was
They
something.
probably did.
And
She's
then
probably leaving a lot out of this story.
I think she is too. Cause y'all, why don't say nothing in here? Why don't say nothing in here about her being sorry or I wish I
And
wouldn't have.
she ain't sorry.
Did I take it too far? Her
Yes,
only question is, should I let her stay or not? That's what's written. Should I let her stay or not?
and honestly, the shady side of me be looking like, nah, don't let her stay because you already proven to be a fuck motherfucker, and therefore she should not be with you because she ain't safe.
She not safe, y'all.
She ain't safe.
Guilt does it every time. So that's a good point, sis. Because if something was waking you up at 3:13, then your woman's intuition does work. So see, I don't know. That's where I'm confused too. Like I don't play with God on a lot of stuff. and this is gonna sound funny, but those who know, I have regular sins. Okay,
Mm-mm.
sins like,
Mm-mm.
and that's why I say it will make sense to the people that it makes sense, because as a Christian, um, I have a lot more things I don't do
Right?
because you get what, because I don't.
No, I
It
always got
way
what you
I
were
feel like
saying. It
I
was
can't
just
do this. I can't do this. I can't do that.
regular
I
thing.
That meter never stops going up. Um,
Mm.
Even with premarital sex, which one is that called? Fornication. I felt bad all the time. And that's why I said regular sin. That sin didn't hurt nobody else. That's what I mean about regular sins. The sins that don't hurt nobody else and they not stretched way out there. How you know that your women's intuition works and nothing said don't do this, because I know karma's gonna eat me up. I know God is gonna keep doing something to me because I know I'm connected to him. Otherwise, my woman's intuition wouldn't work so strongly. He woke you up. Nothing like, how did you just have a God type experience? And from that God type experience, you behave like the devil. You get what I don't understand. Why
Period.
are you scared?
Mm.
You slept on it. You woke up. You got dressed. You got in an Uber. You went to get flowers. You either stopped and got edibles, or you took some of yours that he bought you and you took them with you to a halfway house to give to his mother. Not, I'm going to sit right here like the classy ladies did back in the day and say, I'm going to wait until they bring me my stolen car back. And when they do, I'm going to take this empty vodka bottle and bust him upside his head with it. Or I'm going to boil water like Medea. Or, like,
In her
well,
heart, she felt like she hurt him more by hurting his mother.
I can't hurt
Although it sounds a little
his
crazy and a little
friends.
delusional.
Oh my gosh.
It's very delusional, but in her mind, causing his mother pain was causing him more pain than her causing him pain. She wanted to go beyond hurting him. She wanted him to feel what hurting her looked like. And so, I mean, like for real, like although she did that and it was fucked up and she was definitely wrong, I do have a problem with the fact that you're not addressing your man. Like, why did you involve his mom? Right? Like, why did you do that? But at the same time, delusional people do delusional shit. And so for me, yeah, I'm gonna go with she thought that shit out completely. Like that was very thought out. Very thought out. And knowing that she had the upper hand because that lady now need to be
Detox.
living with her.
Yes, and have to detox. Who knows what that did to her? And what if she tests dirty? A halfway house, you get put out for testing dirty and all of that.
Exactly.
What if she go back to prison? It's a condition of release or something like that. What if she loses more? Why would you do that?
Maybe that was her mission. Maybe the mom is a problem for her on the low. Mm, maybe the mom enables the son, which is probably why he stole your car in the first place. I
Well,
don't
he
know.
kind of didn't steal the car. Don't forget, he was fleeing the scene because he was afraid of when she was going to come out. Who knows what she's done in her past? Because for him to get caught and press the gas and not come back, yeah, she probably did some damage. Just
And
say,
exactly. So at this point, it ain't working for her fucking him up no more. She got to spread that shit out.
uh-huh. She's like, clearly he don't get it. He don't
He
get
don't
it.
give a fuck.
He don't give a fuck no more. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, that's so true. I have a conscience. I'm too scared of God. There's no way I would have done that to any. I couldn't. I couldn't. That's what
I
I'm learning.
wish you would, Carol. I couldn't have did it either, girl. Cause baby, bye. That shit's crazy. I'm too my walk away game too smooth. Once I feel like you're doing too much, I'm out. I'm just out. I'm not even up for the conversation. I'm not talking no more.
When it start making you potentially go to hell,
Yeah, I'm good.
No, you
It's
can
time
just
to go.
leave. You could just leave. I don't understand. That's wild. Ma'am, you have bigger problems. So yes, you have to let her stay with you because you got her put out of your place. And you better hope that they don't run no tape back or she don't be like, remember what she had to eat last and the only thing that could have did it and she try to prove her innocence because he finna try to get her back into place and you not thinking about the fact that he's trying to get her back into place. They're going to have to talk to her. So when they talk to her and say what was different, what made that happen, because what if he says, did y'all give her new medication, what could have happened to make her spaz out like that? They're going to go back over the steps. No, the only person that was here was this person. And then to ask her, did you have anything different, something like that? Mm-hmm. You're gonna be in trouble. So yeah, just go ahead. They're gonna need to pay your rent while you in the popo place. Hmm.
I'm so weak. In
You
the
go
workplace, friend.
to the popo place. You gonna be in the popo place. They're gonna need to pay the rent, and you might not be having a wedding, honey. Because I'm telling you,
Okay.
that was me. My mama. Yeah, we can go to war. I'm gonna have to beat that. I would. I don't condone violence.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be no peace over here with me neither personally, but because like I'm still baffled at how you involved the mom and thought it was okay to do and then wrote this story like it was cool. Girl, you sound crazy.
The mother from the halfway house at that. That
It
is so.
doesn't matter what he did. Your behavior should not do that.
No, it should have been towards him. Like, what is wrong with you people? So, girl, we don't have no advice for you because out of all of this, you said I miss Jason, and maybe keeping his addict mom will make us closer.
You
Why you
sound
have
like an
to tell her
idiot.
and call her an addict? I don't like. You could tell a lot by the way people write stuff. You writing this after the fact, so you still after calming down, still don't in here see no where nothing. You only
Like
wrote
you
one.
don't even see that you're wrong is the fuck.
Mm-mm.
You
You're
over here making other decisions that you shouldn't be making. Shit.
right. No. And you wrote more of what he did than what you did. You wrote one sentence about your part.
As if to say you innocent in this shit.
Mhm.
And we know better because we women. So fuck.
And that you will be a good woman if you should I let his addict mom. How dare you call her? What is wrong with you, bitch? Like, no.
But she's so disrespectful that I have to laugh.
I can't even
Because I can't take this shit serious to do anything other than that.
ah,
Because
mm,
girl, you done lost your damn mind. You need your ass kicked.
mm,
In real life. Somebody
mm,
need to whoop you. You need a
mhm.
whooping like a child.
He need a sister. He needs a sister or a girl cousin that's about that life. Uh-huh. And I hope they find out what you did. She will be the one to feed. Yes, to get her. Yes, I wouldn't. If he find out, he gonna snatch a plug in her. Mm,
Period.
right. I'm waiting for that. Like, when are they need to do that part? Like, what is
Apart.
wrong with the system? They should have rug tested her right away and found out what could have went wrong. So, and who's to say that they haven't, and maybe she just don't know yet? Because when stuff
Period.
like that happens, the person keeps it a secret until everything unfolds. Especially after he finds out that you went there to
Especially if they got an inkling that she got anything to do with that. They not gonna give her no heads up.
nope, and you the one that went to go visit her last. Mm-hmm. So they gonna know she needs to be in a minute. She does, cause she's like a all I could picture. Oh, it's a bite right here too. All I could picture is Misery where
I'm
she
so weak.
felt, where she felt like she was wrong, so she felt like that response was justified. Some people just take it straight to hell, and I'd be like, y'all didn't want to stop nowhere else along the way and think about
Nope.
it.
Look, nope.
I didn't want to stop at all. Like, okay, no
It is
problem.
to me.
Okay, well, that's it for tonight. That is our last story. You can find me on all social media platforms under Melanin Madam. Please make sure that you like and share as well. Thank you very much. Where can we find you, Dev?
Y'all can find me on all social sites as well as Delicious Designs with two E's, honey. Delicious with two E's Designs, the nail tech of the gods, and my opinion is free.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how free it is. Y'all, I'm telling you, I'm itching like itchy and scratchy.
What's going on? You
Mosquito
having an
bites.
allergic reaction?
Yeah, mosquito bites.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
hell.
Mm-hmm. Mosquito bites. So that is it. We will see you tomorrow at 7 or 7:30. I'm thinking 7. I don't feel jet lag, so we'll see. But 7 tomorrow, and then also our regular time at 7:30 on Thursday. It depends on clients and stuff, y'all, but I'll be letting y'all know early. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you have any stories that you want me to tell, please go ahead and send them to me on talktomadam@gmail.com. It's in my description box. Or you can send it to me on one of the socials. The best one is TikTok. That's the one I'm on the most to look for messages. Okay? Don't do Facebook.
Okay.
Okay? That one won't work. Okay? Okay, bye.
Bye.